that morning star like any other, but my eyes immediately caught the envelope sitting perfectly on the kitchen counter. My name was written in his unmistakable handwriting, staring back at me. At first, I assumed it was just a quick note. Maybe he left early for work or gone to visit his mother. Yet the moment I picked it up, a strange unease settled deep in my gut. The heaviness pressing on my chest felt different, dense, as if the quietness in the house had its own voice. No shoes were by the door. The bed remained unmade, a stark signal that something was wrong. I stood frozen, the envelope trembling slightly in my hands, a sinking feeling growing inside. I knew then this wasn't going to be ordinary news. It carried the weight of finality, like the eerie stillness just before a storm breaks, when everything feels off-kilter. Slowly, I opened it, my fingers barely steady enough to hold the paper. At the top, just 2 words pierced me. "Goodbye, Emmer." The letter unfolded like a confession, but not from me. His words poured out calmly and deliberately. He confessed he had known for some time. Ever since that night, I came home smelling like a stranger's cologne. The night I told him I'd been working late. That was when he realized the truth. The whispered phone calls in the next room, the extra showers, the girls' nights that were anything but. He saw through every lie. What shattered me wasn't that he had caught on, but that he never confronted me immediately. Instead, he waited, silently hoping I would confess, hoping I'd admit the truth. He said he watched me slowly slip away, becoming someone unrecognizable, someone unreachable. Day by day, it hollowed him out until he was left empty, grasping at nothing. He wrote that he didn't hate me. That was the hardest blow. If he had screamed or cursed, I could have accepted it as punishment, but his words were calm, steady, wounded, yet composed. He said he loved me enough to let me go because staying together would destroy us both. And in that moment, I realized I had already torn everything apart. I collapsed to the floor, the letter shaking in my hands as tears streamed down uncontrollably, not just from guilt, but from the stark truth of what I had done, the selfishness, the blindness to what had been right before me. I had traded something genuine, something solid and dependable, for something fleeting and hollow. The man I had betrayed wasn't just a roommate. He was the one who folded my laundry when I forgot, rubbed my back when anxiety overwhelmed me, knew exactly how I took my coffee, and kissed my forehead every night before sleep. I had thought he missed things, but in truth, he noticed everything quietly, deeply, without making a fuss. I took him for granted, and now I was paying dearly. I tried calling, but his phone was off. I sent texts and emails. I even drove to his office, only to find out he had taken indefinite leave. That's when the full weight hit me. This wasn't a snap decision. He had planned it, not out of spite or anger, but heartbreak. He needed space from the life we'd created together. The days that followed blurred into one another, as I replayed every overlooked moment. The nights when he stared at me a little too long. The silent dinners where he waited for me to speak, but I remained silent. The mornings when he asked, "Are you okay?" And I lied through a smile. I clung to hope that maybe he'd return, that time could heal and we could talk, maybe fix what was broken. But weeks slipped into months, and eventually, mutual friends told me he had moved to a small town to start fresh. He never spoke ill of me, only that things didn't work out, and that was all. I finally responded to his letter, not with excuses or explanations, but with a simple truth. I was wrong. I loved him. I had destroyed something beautiful because I didn't understand how to handle real love. He never replied, and I didn't expect him to. He had already said goodbye. I still keep that letter, folded neatly and tucked away in a drawer I rarely open. It serves as a reminder of what love truly can be.